Hey YouTubers, it's me again. Here with a different pair of boots this time. Decided to do another review. These this pair of boots is the whites. Um, I forgot what the name was. They have a name, but you might have seen my other video on my real quick on my whites Packers. That was a bit of an older video, and as you can see, I've put a bit more wear into them. And these boots are still going strong since the last video I posted. Quite a bit has actually happened since I posted that last video. During the time I made that video, I was actually on my way of joining the military. I joined the Navy, and that's just an extra little tidbit. Doesn't really might not mean much to you guys, but you know, I did so well in my last video. I figured it'd be a good idea. Well, at least for me, I did well in that last video. I got like 2,000 something views, so that's good, and I got some good feedback on the video from a couple of guys. So I decided to go ahead and do a new one on the new pair of boots I got. So yeah, like I said, these are whites. You may not be able to see that. It is stamped in there. The Hawthorne Explorer, and these as well are the Hawthorne Explorer, which they're kind of the cheaper line of their boots. They are not the custom-made ones, because at this point, I mean, in the military, I'm pretty much the lowest guy right now. I'm just a little grunt, you know. But you know, I make enough money to afford decent boots, and in this case, these are actually some pretty damn nice boots. First off, you can see that. Lighting here isn't the best, and this camera's kind of shitty, but that says Made in America right there. Both of these boots, my Packers and my these cowboy work boots, these were both made in the White's factory here in Spokane, which is where I currently live. I'm actually right now I'm based in by Chicago, but my home, you know, I moved out of my parents' house, and where I'm staying, I'm on vacation right now. They got me back home now, so that was nice to be home. But yeah, while I was here, you know, I bought the Packers. I bought these boots in a store. I didn't buy them at the White's factory, and these are, you know, these boots are about a dime a dozen. You know, I see a lot of guys around here, and even around, you know, up in the Northwest, you know, like Idaho, Oregon, places like that. I'll go around and I'll still see people wearing these. So, excuse me. Yeah, these are pretty popular brand around here. Really, some of the best made boots in the country, to my knowledge. They really are. They might not be popular, you know, around the country, but up in the Northwest, there's a lot of good boot makers. I know Red Wings is another good boot company down in Oregon, and then Westco. I'm not sure if that's in the Northwest, but that's another good American company that I know of. You know, the boots like the Georgias, and you know, you can get like Hard boots, which they're good boots, but just the craftsmanship that goes into the boots, and the fact that it's made in America by, you know, American hands, is a lot different, you know. And I'll get back on point a little bit. I went to the factory, which is where I picked these up, and in all the stores that I went to, there's a general store in Spokane, and then a little bit outside Spokane, there's a Big R, which is like a sort of a farming surplus and outdoors hunting. They also have all sorts of stuff there. I went to both of those places, and I never seen these boots before. I never even knew they had these type of boots. Like I looked through the catalog, so these are actually relatively new, I believe. So me and my buddy, we decided to take a trip to the factory because he wanted a new pair of boots, and I was like, all right. So I tagged along with him, and we went and checked out the factory. The factory's super nice. Everybody there is really awesome. Like I said, it's a family-owned company. You know, really nice people, really good Really good American company they got going on. Also, one of the coolest things was you could actually, there's a glass, there's a wall with glass windows on it, so you could actually see the assembly part of where the boots were. And if you looked, you could look through this door and you could see in the back all the leather and all the different types of stuff they had. And that was really cool to see. I was actually watching some guy. He was actually putting the rubber bottom on a boot. And for these, I believe they are, you can see there, they are stitched on. And there's probably some heavy duty adhesive, which that's still pretty strong construction, but what they do for their other boots is they actually nail it in, which is even stronger. These boots are more of a work boot, the Packers are. These boots are a light work boot. I picked these up, like I said, at the factory. When we went in there, my buddy was looking at these, and we ended up getting the same pair, which for us isn't a big deal because I'm gone most of the time. You know, we don't get to hang out a lot, so it wasn't a big deal to have the same type of boot. But I actually picked these up for a decent price. I got them for $140, whereas those in the store were $200. But with those, there's a lot more that goes into making the boot. Just more detail, and you know, having to put in these the loops and the little things for the laces. With these, it's pretty much a really basic type of a boot. But you know, get into some of what I found with this particular boot. I mean, these are the most comfortable boots, you know, I've owned since I started wearing boots a few years back. These boots for me really are just wearable wherever. I mean, you know, these boots are solid boots. They're good for standing on your feet all day, but the break-in with these, and you know, just walking around in them, it's kind of hard on your feet a little bit. They're good boots, and they're worn in to the point to where it doesn't give me any issues. But wearing in these Packers is kind of a challenge in and of itself. Just putting in the commitment to get them broken in so they're nice and comfortable again. Because again, you know, they're not custom-made boots. So these boots aren't made for my feet. They're made for a more generic foot. So breaking them in is a little bit tougher, I found. With these ones, the type of leather that they used on these is it was a little bit softer, and as you can see, I picked these up about a week ago. On the toe, you can push in the toe pretty easily, so it's a little bit softer. These I've worn into the point to where you know, they're pretty malleable now. But when I first bought the Packers, that toe was rock solid, and you know, it hurt. It kind of hurt my toes, like it hurt my feet a little bit when walking around. But that's just one of the things that comes with breaking in a brand new pair of boots. So back to these, yeah, super comfortable. I mean, I could walk around in these for hours and hours. I mean, and that's what I've done, you know, because these boots right here, these were really the boots that I wore just everywhere, you know. I didn't have any other pairs of shoes besides like running shoes and stuff, which, you know, I mean, those are good shoes, but they're not very well protective, you know. And I worked on cars and things like that. I like to work on my truck, and I'll wear these because, you know, they're just more, they just protect your feet more. You know, that's the goal and the design, the purpose behind the design of these boots is to protect your feet, you know. But these are a little bit more casual wear. They are a work boot, but not a heavy duty work boot. I wish I had some more lighting in here. One second. Okay, that's a little better. So yeah, these boots, I think these are designed for a little bit more of a casual wear. They're more comfortable. It doesn't have a hard rubber sole in the boot like these ones here have a more cushioned, softer sole, just for more of a comfortability, more of a you know, just ability to walk around. And you really don't have to break them in all that much. You can see right there how it's kind of bumping around a little bit. That's starting to get worn in there. On the sides where my ankle goes, that's getting a little bit worn in. The one and only issue I've really had with these boots is that I bought them to fit really tight because I knew they're going to be, you know, a little bit, they're going to be a loose around your feet, and that's kind of a given because you can't tighten them. You know, they're not made to be tightened. So walking around in these for a while, I noticed I was getting a little bit of a hot spot. I was developing sort of a blister on the heel of my foot. You know, right back where this goes, it's loose right there, so it likes to shift around in your feet a little bit. So I believe once these are worn in, because there's not a lot of wearing in for these boots. I've noticed, like, they're pretty comfortable. Like I said, the leather is pretty soft on these. As you can see, like, that's just, you know, I can pinch that, and you know, it's just super soft, and you know, it's already sort of a worn soft leather. So I believe once they're, you know, really worn in well for my feet, I shouldn't have that issue anymore. And I usually wear relatively thick socks, especially now because of it's colder season. It's winter right now where I'm at, and well, it's winter now in general, but where I'm at, you know, it gets cold up here in Washington. So, you know, thicker socks are kind of a necessary thing, but I could see how if I was wearing some thinner socks, say for summer, you know, it would be a little bit of an issue, you know, with just the rubbing on the back of the foot. So that's really the only thing. Other than that, you know, I love these boots. I've had them for about a week now, and I can already say this is, you know, next to these boots, best $200 investment in a pair of boots I've had. This is about the best, you know, around $150 investment I've had in boots. You know, I've spent, you know, a cheap amount of money on shoes and things like that, and it just doesn't, it's not quite up to par with these boots in quality. And you know, in the future, when I'm making a little bit more money, I'm ranking up and things like that, I would love to get another pair of Packers, you know, custom fitted, because that would be an awesome thing. And I'll probably end up posting a video, because what I can do, which is really cool with the whites, and I think it goes around the entire country. I believe the continental 50 states. I don't know if that includes Alaska or Hawaii, but you can get these made. You can get a little template, and you trace out your foot size, and then they'll figure out, you know, the perfect size for you. They'll figure out, you know, what your foot width is. You know, I'm a D, which is apparently like a normal. So I wear a normal width boot. Excuse me. So really, getting boots for me, I have pretty, I guess you could say, generic feet. So really, getting boots for me is pretty easy, and I don't have a lot of issues. But yeah, I don't want to drag on this video too much. I try to keep it under 15 or so minutes. But the thing about these boots is you can get so into detail about them, which is really awesome, because just the detail put into these boots are worthy of a 15-minute video, because they're great boots. So I mean, if you're in the market for a new pair of boots, consider these. You know, I'd say if you're a mechanic or something along those lines, and you want a really comfortable fitting boot, these boots in particular would be good. Just for, you know, because you really don't do a lot of walking around, you don't do a lot of going around doing things. If you're in a machine shop, if you're in a mechanic shop, you know, they have a steel toe. I got the regular toe, but they do have a steel toe version of this, which is, I don't believe it's that much more expensive, or if it is even at all more expensive than what these were. So yeah, I mean, if you're looking for a good pair of boots and you live in America, you're looking for a custom pair, that'd be the thing to do. If you live around the Northwest, say you're in, you know, Idaho, or even as far as Montana or Oregon, you know, these trip up to, you know, Spokane, and you could probably even go to the local shops, the boot shops where you are, and you could probably find a pair of these. But you know, without any further rambling on or any explanation, if you have any comments about, you know, whereabouts maybe the company is, or how you can get in contact with that company, you know, you can always look them online, or you could ask me, and you know, I'll try to facilitate you as best as possible. If you like this video, give me a like. If you want to see more videos, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I like to post a video every couple of weeks, just on the stuff that I have. I got a video of me in boot camp, and maybe if you're interested, even if you don't want to join the military, just check that video out. It's kind of a cool thing of just how my life's developed within this last year or so. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day.